Welcome to the inaugural episode of Headass. Episode 1. My name is Adam. Wally.
Kenny.
Kenny. And this is Headass.
Headass gang.
You know, we've wanted to do a podcast for so long. Kenny's in town. Kenny's here visiting from Nashville, his homeland. Nashville versus New York City. We talked about this.
Nashville versus New York City, man. Oh, man. Have you been there?
No, I haven't.
You haven't been to Nashville at all?
Been to Nashville. I've never been to Tennessee.
Dude, you gotta come through, man.
Yeah.
It's a different experience. It's like if you took Santa and you put him in the Sahara Desert, and then like you moved Christmas to like 4th of July, and like you switched the holidays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Santa came on the 4th of July instead on Christmas.
That's like in Costa Rica. Everything's backward. They have Christmas in the hottest weather.
Yeah.
That
Actually, that's nothing like that.
That's the closer to the equator.
Yeah. Belize.
Yeah. Nicaragua. Bolivia. Bro, we're going to war. At the time of this recording, we're at war with Iran. No, we're not at war yet. We're threatening. The people at large, the shadowy puppet masters, the arbiters of government.
You think they're gonna make Arab people wear stars on their
like the
Jews?
Air Force?
No, like the Jews. You know how the Jews had to wear stars on their clothing?
Oh God! So they're gonna make the Arab like assign them.
Yeah.
They're not far from that. ICE. Deportation vans.
TSA.
Oh, your 5G conspiracy. That's interesting. I wanna know that. Like what?
So this is like 5G has been like they build these towers for 5G internet, right?
Yeah.
I think AT&T has it. Verizon doesn't have it yet. Maybe T-Mobile, but there was a case where like they had this 5G telephone pole like right next to a school, and like the next year like all these kids were like had cancer.
Really?
Or like had massive like had epilepsy and stuff like that.
Whoa. That's scary.
Yeah.
Did you see
it's too strong for like
5G. Like what about like fiber optic with like San Francisco?
Optic?
Or no, they tried that in like somewhere in like middle
You mean
America.
just like Google fiber optic?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Because that's not towered, right? That's just like
it's underground.
Yeah, tethered.
Yeah.
Cabled. So, did you see the Joe Rogan episode with fucking Edward Snowden? He talks about like how these towers are like.
Who is he again?
He's the whistleblower from 2013.
Gotcha.
And so he was the one that like blew up that like we're always being tracked and like and now he's in hiding in like somewhere.
That's not the WikiLeaks dude?
That's I don't know. Audience leave a comment. If Edward Snowden is the WikiLeaks guy.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below. I think he was. That might be separate, but no, because WikiLeaks is Clinton, right? Or it was Podesta. Pizzagate.
Nah, I'm not following. Put me on.
Do you know about Pizzagate?
No.
Fucking.
Who ate pizza?
In 2016, there was a conspiracy against Hillary that her. Her and the DNC.
I thought that was Benghazi.
I don't know what that is.
Or Benghazi or whatever.
Benghazi isn't that a strip in...
No, I'm talking about like where they had the helicopter and they were like something about shooting people and stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
Headass in full effect, man. We don't know anything about anything.
Pizzagate Leave a comment below if Benghazi was Pizzagate. John Podesta. Alright, so Pizzagate was a conspiracy against Hillary Clinton that her and like other at-large Democratic members were running an illegal child
Is
sex
this the
trafficking.
emails?
This is separate from the emails. So
See,
there's
I was
another
talking
thing
about
in addition to the
emails.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I
That's the
didn't know.
WikiLeaks.
Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
about the Pizzagate.
Well, yeah. Pizzagate.
So they owned a pizza store,
There was
sex trafficking.
There was apparently there was a pizza store in DC that they were running an underground child sex trafficking ring, and it was promulgated by the alt-right online. And at one point, it got so extreme that a guy with an AR went to the pizza store. He didn't kill. I don't think anyone was harmed.
Oh yeah.
But that was Pizzagate, and a guy went there. And so that was like a big thing that like either Russians or just like angry young white men on the internet were drumming up
Yeah.
to bring down the Clintons. And they
Clinton-
lost!
Clinton Hill. Clinton Hill.
Yeah. That's Pizzagate. 5G.
I'm battling a cold.
You also said that you have allergies.
What am I allergic to?
You said you said I'm allergic.
I told you.
What?
Non-organic fruits and vegetables.
Interesting.
I'm allergic to certain, like some of the pesticides and the GMOs that they put.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Which is a whole different thing, because I've been asking a lot of, I like to keep in touch with the past, and I talk a lot to like the OGs, the old heads.
Shout out to the OGs.
The people from like the 50s.
The boomers.
The baby boomers. And I was asked, I was like, yo, like allergies, like were there as many people back then with allergies as they are now?
So
they're
like,
always like, no, like
there's like and like gluten intolerance, like
gluten intolerance, milk.
So
lactose
I wonder if that is an awareness to like getting sick. I think it's both. It's like maybe more and more people are like aware
that it's an allergy instead of it's just like the
like
flu,
Zika,
influenza, Spanish flu,
or like.
You think there were people in the Black Plague that were just like allergic to peanuts?
And that's why they went out, but they got counted toward the Black Plague statistic.
Damn, that would suck, man. If you died from like an anvil falling on your head, and they counted you.
They were like, you're the plague.
Yeah. The plague is both physical and emotional.
It was a mental health epidemic, the Black Plague. It was a cover-up. Like, all
Pizzagate.
Because... Yeah, it was
Black
Pizzagate.
Plague Gate.
It was promulgated by... It was actually a kid in your French class that brought peanuts to lunch.
That's why I don't mess with the French.
The French. Baguettes.
Crepes.
Creme brulee.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Escargot.
Creme brulee is a lot of eggs. It's really like egg.
They really like eggs.
Yeah.
Omelets.
Croissant.
I had a croissant today at Panera Bread.
Me too.
You went to Panera?
I didn't do Panera, but I got from Habibi.
Habibi! My friend. My
boy
beloved.
Gabriel.
Habibi.
My boy Gabriel. Every day I go to the same...
He's an angel.
He's a great man. Every day I go to the
nice
same
man.
food court. And I get 3 eggs on a croissant, no cheese. Every day.
Every day.
$4.
Clockwork. Have you ever like missed it?
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
Yeah, like, because I'll call out. Or I won't go. And he's just like, where were you, my friend? No, he actually doesn't. He
doubles up.
He gives me 2.
Price.
He gives me 2 the next day. No discount. It's actually a charge.
So why don't you feel like you're hood?
My theory is that if I already have such poor mental health as is, that if I had to grow up in like the hood or anywhere and like I had to do the things socially to like fit in and make it and like survive,
Yeah.
I would just get, like, I don't know. Like, especially, like, preteen, teenager, high school. That's why I went to private school.
You went
in Waterbury. Because the schools in Waterbury were trash. I mean, they weren't trash, but, like, they weren't that good.
Like, what are we talking, like 15 people graduated, or are we talking about, like...
Yeah, just less graduate. Yeah. And so...
Sorry. Did you graduate?
High school? Yes, I'm glad you brought that up.
You took virtual high school?
Got my GED.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting your GED.
No, it's not.
Hey.
Leave a comment if you have your GED.
GED, there's plenty of people who got GEDs and went to Yale.
Yeah.
Harvard.
We're going to...
Fortune 300 companies.
Fact-checked GED recipients with Yale judiciary degrees.
There's a lot of dudes with master's degree working at drive-thru. And it's still, hey, you still killing it if you're working at drive-thru. Everybody, good vibes to everyone, man.
This is a good segue and into what money means.
What does money mean?
Happiness means. Like, there are brokers, people that make millions of dollars that are unhappy.
Yo, I heard this quote. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. I want leave a comment below.
Why keep... Ain't nobody can be in the comments, bro.
Bro,
I heard this quote, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
He said, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
You know who he is?
Is he the fighter?
He's a fighter.
Yeah.
UFC fighter. He had this
He's
quote.
got a big fight.
He had this quote, and I'm gonna remember it for the rest of my life. He said, money in your hand is good. Money in your head is not good.
In your head, yeah, that's like
and when he said that, I fell out of my chair, man.
That's like Damian Lillard once said,
Ooh.
"Never count another man's bread."
He said that?
He said that.
Dame time!
Dame Dollar.
Yo, shout out to Dave. If you listen to this, watching this.
4 Bar Friday. I'm a big Dame fan. What do you think
Me
about
too.
the Shaq beef?
Oh, what's the Shaq beef?
If you haven't heard it, you gotta hear it. It's they went back and forth.
Oh, with the rap. With the rap.
Yeah. And he said he's got a tampon in his drawers.
Shaq, what are you doing, bro?
Shaq, if you're listening,
you gotta get you a taller girlfriend, bro.
Yeah, leave a comment.
You out here looking crazy, bro. You out here dating Oompa Loompas.
Shaq, why are you so sensitive?
Bro.
He played a tuba today.
Leave Charles Barkley alone. Let him on 2K. That's messed up, man. Y'all did my boy Charles Barkley. Y'all left him on 2K.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Didn't know that?
That's like when Michael Jordan wasn't on NBA Jam.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have a fucking...
He wasn't on NBA Live either throughout the 2000s.
Because MJ is so money hungry, he just will not...
He has money in his head.
Yeah. And he gambled everything.
And that's why his dad got shot up.
It's conspiracies.
No, that's true. That's facts. That's facts, bro. That's all WikiLeaks.
Yeah.
I logged on today. They try to ask me for a donation.
Yeah, dude. This is awkward, but can you leave a $2.50 donation?
Hell no.
Suicide is up. This is disturbing epidemiological data. Suicide is up 33% since 2000 or 2002, whenever it was recorded, whatever. And it's across all groups, all ages, except for like 75 and above, because they're probably stoked they have cell phones and they can FaceTime their grandkids. But besides that, literally even Eskimos and Alaskan Native Americans, every age group, every racial group, suicide is up, especially among men, especially among young men and women, teenagers.
I think that is.
Now this is my thinking is an expectation. Like there's something with the ego. There's something happening with social media. That's a big part. What do you think? Kenny's shaking his head. Kenny's leaving a comment.
I don't think it's social media, man, because there's people like they have the whole Japanese forest. What's that called?
Suicide
what
forest.
They call suicide forest.
Japan has a terrible suicide problem.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they're putting like nets around buildings so people don't fall.
Yeah.
So people don't jump out the window.
Yep.
I think it's more than social media, man. There's this thing called fulfillment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we put our expectations on the littlest things, and we fulfill them or we don't fulfill them. And even when we fulfill things, I think like it leaves us empty because we thought fulfilling it would give us the ultimate sense of
satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. Like the first time I remember the first time I got $100 bill. I was like 8. Man, I thought I was so rich, man. I thought I was so rich.
Yeah.
Seeing that $100 bill.
Yep.
And it's like now I look at a $100 bill like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, thanks for that 30. For the room.
Dub sack.
Thanks for that, by the way.
You still smoking?
Yeah. I mean, most of my weed consumption is through edibles.
Oh, you're doing edibles now.
Take a nice chocolate bar. It's a very smooth 5G. Anything more than that is a panic attack.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I gotta relax.
Have you had a panic attack off of... Have you seized up after
off weed?
Edibles?
Yeah. Like any type of getting high. I've had panic attacks. For sure.
Wow.
Anxious. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of my questions. What's the worst? When I was 17, 16, my friend had a bong and I hit it and it like rushed up to me. It was like the first time I've ever had like scary high and my heart started racing and I called I was trying to impress a girl. Always comes back. Just comes back to the ladies.
Bitch!
Any ladies out there, leave a comment about a time that a boy tried to impress you by getting too high.
Ooh, I'm twins. So you called who? Your mom?
I called my mom and she wasn't sleeping. And even if she did pick up, she'd just be like, okay, I'll come get you. But yeah, I remember just feeling like... That was scary back then because I never had that feeling. Like your heart just like this and your mind is just racing and you don't know how to feel. Like you have so much energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just very scared. I think I was 16, 17, yeah.
Wow, I had a very similar experience.
Let's hear it.
I was rolling on a K2.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The synthetic.
And he didn't tell me.
Oh, that's dirty.
He didn't tell me.
That's horrible. That's irresponsible.
But we were all doing it, so it was like.
Yeah.
I guess that was the only one that had a bad reaction. And my friends took me to the hospital. I thought I was gonna die.
They're selling K2 on Myrtle and Broadway, kids.
I was in Nashville. Well, I was in Dixon, which is like 40 minutes away from Nashville. Small little town. 6A football championship.
Oh, this is recently.
1972.
This is like, or is this college?
No, this was before college. This was high school.
Okay.
Yeah, it was junior year.
Same for me.
But I wasn't trying to trust no girl. I was out there trying to get it. How it is.
You know, same aura.
I guess same aura.
Same
it was
energy.
more trying to be cool. Like
yeah, that was it.
I always felt like in high school, getting girls was really easy for me, but being cool wasn't. It was weird. It's like usually you equate getting girls with being cool, but it was like I had a lot of, and it's kind of like how it is now. Like I have way more gal pals than I do guy friends. Today, yeah. It's always been harder for me to maintain a friendship with males.
This might be part of the thing, like hinting at why young men are having a problem. because there's something about men not like hanging with other men or like connecting with other men.
Right.
There's like, you remember growing up, like you probably had, like a friend group, like a boy, like all dudes or whatever, and like those don't really like stick around, I think, as heavily or like stay as much as like how like girls in like our generation will.
Well, I think it goes the same with girls. I think like
You think they drift apart, like?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cattiness, like I'm just talking to my boyfriend.
Dude, I
that
feel
type
a
of
lot
stuff
with guys today. It feels.
Why are you whispering?
I feel that a lot. Yeah, like I don't know. I get upset with some of my. I get upset with some of my guy friends sometimes because I feel like it's so emotional, and it's like having another. Like they get upset if you don't hit them up or like things like that.
Sorry. How many guy friends do you have
Today?
Oof.
I mean,
do you have more than 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I don't keep in touch. Like, I'm horrible at keeping in touch. Horrible.
Why is that?
I think this is truthful.
Okay. He ain't bullshit.
This is on the real.
Are we allowed to curse?
We can say nincompoop. We can say anything.
You scare me with that nincompoop.
We're actually gonna watch that Joyce Maynard video.
What is
like
that?
The white dude and the black dude. It's
gosh.
like we're gonna have two both sides represented. We'll watch it. Discuss, do a political.
Hey, quick question though. Quick question. What do you think there's more in the world? People or chairs?
People or chairs.
Hey, comment.
Now, there's 1.3 billion people in China and in India. Both. There's 2.6 billion people in those countries alone. That's 1 and 2.
Okay.
And then the United States is third with 350 million.
Okay.
I think the world population is 7 billion, 8 billion.
7.
So are there 7 billion chairs or more currently?
Yes.
Do they have to be in use, or can they be like in landfills or like in storage?
I think there are 7 billion plus usable chairs.
I think so too. Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's a good.
We should have did like an Instagram
stream.
live.
Yeah, live stream.
I keep getting these feelings like I'm gonna sneeze, but I don't sneeze.
If there's any doctors in the chat.
Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like with chairs,
I think there's
like
more.
a lot of people say like, oh, there are whole entire countries without chairs. Where? What country doesn't have at least 1 or 2 chairs? Every country imaginable.
Somalia
has a school.
Yeah.
Has at least one school.
In a church with pews.
I don't know about church.
A religious center.
A religious meet and greet.
I think you're right, because think about how many chairs are produced by friggin' Lazy Boy every year.
And it is.
And
think how many
Sleepies,
there are.
Wheelchairs. I mean, like, do we count stools?
No.
Stools
No
don't
stools.
count.
Stools.
So they have to have a back.
Get out.
Here's 2 people in here.
2 people.
And there's 2 chairs. And I know that the room next door is
chair,
empty.
When I was sitting down, my chair was like, no.
And so, who's more reliable, the person in it or the chair?
I would say the chair.
Usually.
Because I don't have a lot of people sitting on me. Where's your girl at? You can edit that out.
Oh, let's take a look at... What do you think of therapy? What does Kenny think of therapy?
What kind of therapy? Like aromatherapy, cryogenic therapy, like what kind of therapy we talking about?
Talk therapy.
Talk therapy?
Talk therapy.
So
How does
as
that make
far
you
as
feel?
psychotherapy, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I think that's the technical term for it.
Counseling.
Counsel. Well, there's different types of counseling.
Right. School counseling.
School, musical.
So what do you think of psychotherapy?
Psychotherapy,
Psycho.
I think is good for the mind and the heart.
All right.
Yeah, this past year I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety, just from like past experiences and traumatic events that happened in my life that I never really processed during or even a little bit after it happened. And I think it was just kind of a snowball to where like one day I was just driving and then I had a panic attack. I had an anxiety attack and nothing like there was nothing that really triggered it. You know, I was driving on the road in my Volkswagen. Shout out to Germany.
So this was in Nashville.
Volkswagen. Yeah. And yeah, I think. But to answer your question, I think everyone needs therapy. I think everyone needs someone to talk to, even if it might not even be talking. It might be just like listening. It might be just like spending time with someone. But I think whatever you feel like is a way for you to process things that are internal, I think it's very beneficial for you.
Okay.
And I think going back to the suicide, when you talk about the suicide, I think a lot of people think they're above that. They're above the therapy because they think it's something that's like, you know, weak.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like I don't need therapy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Growing up, I grew up in a Christian society. I mean, I still am Christian, but I grew up in a Christian society where people would say, "Oh, like I'll pray for you," or "You need Jesus," you know, stuff like that. And that, I think, why a lot of people are falling away from the faith of Christianity is because of stuff like that, of character and the portrayal of the fact that if you believe in a higher power, that makes you weak.
Yeah, you're looked down upon. Yeah.
Right. So it's just a lot of things, man. A lot of things that are just like today, and like I feel like today they're trying to. When I say they, there's not really a specific group, but it's happening, so I gotta blame it on someone. But desexualization, you know what I mean? You know what I mean by that?
No.
Desexualization means making the world less sexual.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. As opposed to like hypersexuality.
Hypersexuality, and I think they're both ends of a spectrum. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think if you're here or if you're here, it's not healthy for you. But
yeah.
we've been
for most people.
For most people.
Yeah.
And I feel like, wait, what do you mean for most people?
For like it's like a bell curve. Like there's extremes on both ends, and that is what those people want or don't want. But a majority, a large majority. It's like a bell curve. So like a majority of people should be in the middle.
Okay.
For healthiness. That's my theory.
But you don't think all people should be in the middle? Like what would be the exception?
I guess I don't know, because I guess sex can mean such a different thing to everyone. It's different for everyone. And so, let's say someone is like 55 years old, or they're 75 years old, or they're older, and they're divorced, and they've had tons of great sex, or they've had like amazing sex throughout their life, and I don't know, like they're just really not like into it anymore, or like it's not really a motivator for them. I'd say like maybe that's an example of someone being like an outlier or something.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think with that it's more of a. I guess it's more of a passion thing. Cause it's like, I mean, when I mean sexualization, I don't mean just like the act of having sex.
Like being sexual, like being like available.
But like it's also like being aware of who I am as a person versus like who you are as a person. You know what I mean? So like for instance, some would say that hypersexualization has caused us to be super finicky when we see a nipple or when we see someone's private parts. And some would say that to solve that problem, we need to desexualize to the point where we should be totally comfortable with seeing everyone naked.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yep. So like having clothes on. Yeah, if you're like desexualized.
It's a really deep subject.
If you're desexualized, you could be around other naked people and not have it be sexual.
Right.
Which would be harder for most, I'm sure.
That was an actual sneeze. Wow.
Thank you to the doctor that sent
Dr. Martin, you the best.
Good voodoo energy this way. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
The concept of like, well, I think we've already kind of seen that, right? Like here in American culture, like just for example, today I went to the coffee shop and the barista behind the counter, she had her stomach showing. Like that would be.
You were in Brooklyn.
I was in Manhattan. It was West Soho.
Oh.
Get money.
West Soho, that's like Chelsea almost, right?
Yeah, like south of West Village. Yeah.
West Village. I don't see. I completely fell off the map, man. Once I moved, it was just such a headache while I was living here trying to figure out where you live, where I live. Like, I mean, I knew where I live, but
where have you been staying?
At my dad's. Oh man. My dad, man.
Dads are always men and their fathers. That's always a topic.
Yeah.
Your dad is always a lot of feelings. Of course, it's your parents, or it's, you know, if you didn't have feelings about your dad, I would, if someone was like, no, you know, just my dad.
I mean, I love him, but you get on my nerves, you know, and I get on his nerves too.
Of course.
I think it's just because we're too much alike.
Yeah.
We try to alpha male.
Now I've done some reading into like what does it mean to be alpha for men, and like what is that? What does that usually like look like? And a lot of people like a thing in like psychology is that like a lot of things that are like cultural or like societal will actually have like a name or like a term that has like a field of research behind it. So in terms of alpha male and like alphaness, there's a thing called social dominance and like social dominance orientation. So like just how much you need the group or social dynamic to be unequal, to be like there's a hierarchy. And that what I found was actually interesting is that men naturally score higher in that attribute, and men and women that exhibit like high personality traits of social dominance are more like conservative, racist, xenophobic. Like they want more inequality in their dynamic and
because
like,
of social pyramiding.
What's that?
social.
Because they want levels.
Like, levels, bureaucracy.
And they're much more like pro-establishment and things like that. Like so. I thought that was interesting.
So what do you think about yourself?
I don't see this. This is always a really good question because it reminds me of calling people like type A or type B personality.
Oh yeah,
where it's
like
like
I used to do that.
Yeah, Kenny used to get on my nerves.
That's so type
First
B.
of all, I was at work, working at my job.
Something that a lot of people don't do.
Kenny would come up to me and sit behind me. And I remember one time and start talking to me mid-work day. And
call me out. What'd you do? What did I do?
One time I was sitting working and Kenny came up behind me and asked me he was like, "Are you an alpha male?" It was like 11 in the morning, a Wednesday. I'm working in a spreadsheet. I'm looking up search engine optimization best practices. And I remember you thought that I was beta because you came over my house and you you said that I didn't direct you around enough while I was doing laundry. You're like, man, that's a beta. And you also you were quick to point out that there was nothing wrong with being a beta.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with it. Being a beta boy is
a soy boy.
Being a beta boy is totally fine.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Embrace yourself.
Yeah,
be yourself. Don't ever try to be someone.
Release your inhibitions. You know. I think. So do you? So it made you mad because what? You thought I was wrong?
Yeah, and because I was also insecure probably, and because I was sensitive and I was like, fuck, like, you know, it's like being defensive and getting triggered. Yeah. So, which I think leads to a self-confidence thing where it's like, if someone says like, oh, your shirt's not orange, you wouldn't get mad about it. But if someone said, oh, you're dumb about someone, like, you can have more of an emotional reaction because, like, you know for certain that shirt is orange. You're so confident in it that, like, you would never. If someone said that, you wouldn't get triggered, you wouldn't get upset. But if someone picked at something that was you were insecure about or was an emotional or a personality trait that could leave ambiguity, you know. So if someone said to me that I was, I don't know, I was like a loudmouth, I would never get triggered off that because I'd be like, oh, that's not true at all. I'm so confident in that it's not. But if someone were to say to me that I'm dumb, I'm like,
but why?
Because
why aren't you confident that you're not dumb?
My level of self-confidence is lower on my intelligence than it is my, like, extroversion, right?
Ooh.
So let's take a word from our sponsor.
This has been sponsored by Gatorade. And Subway. Eat fresh. You remember that Subway dude that
Jared. He went to jail.
There any napkins in here? My nose is running. I am so sick and tired. I'm sick.
Yeah, being sick is the worst.
Can you pause it?
We could, if you just go.
Oh, just go?
Yeah. That's an alpha male.
When do I have to be back?
Hopefully in the next soon.
Alright, I'll be back.
He said he'll be black. It's racist.
bing, bada boom. Oh my gosh. How do you think we're doing?
Well, I think we're doing great.
Yeah. Oh, you still recording?
Leave a comment.
Can I see this very quick?
Yeah. Wait.
You still don't have a case for this? Yeah, you ain't got a case for it.
Let me read the sponsor real quick. This is a word from our sponsor. Are you a trendy hotelier looking to enhance your digital marketing matrix? Have you personally struggled to find a customer management system that seamlessly interprets engagement data into actionable audience insights? Enter Best Guest Technologies. Best Guest Technologies is an award-nominated hospitality digital marketing agency located in the hip district of Pennsylvania Station in Manhattan, New York City. Mere footsteps from Madison Square Garden, Tir-Ranag, and Party City. NextGuest provides aspiring hospitality thrivers the chance to have all of their questions answered by a single 24-year-old that traveled a lot with her family when she was growing up to grow and build your business. Take advantage of our specialized and professionally trained marketing teams that will utilize 15 minutes a month to represent your entire online presence for a competitively low rate of $24,999 a year. So come stop by the office and meet our experts over a game of Flip Cup on the 48th floor. Best Guest Technologies, where big ideas meets big money. That was our sponsor. Shout out to them. They really hooked us up.
They really did. They hooked us up. Literally. I literally have a hook.
You're going vegan starting in March.
Yeah, man. So my doctor said you need to lose weight. Fast. But we gotta talk about that lap band. I ain't trying to do lap band.
What is it? Oh.
Gastric sleeve.
Bypass. So the tummy tuck.
Tummy tuck. They got a lot of tummy. But see, it's crazy because like my abs, I can feel my abs. Can you feel your abs?
Deep below.
Really deep below, right? I can feel like I have to stand up, but so I'm going vegan. You want me to take my shirt off?
If you'd like.
I have 2 shirts on, so I'm going vegan March 2019, 2020.
Good for you.
I'm going March 2020.
Good for you.
I'm going vegan. I might even do it earlier, but I'm probably gonna do it until March 2021.
Good for you.
Now I will cheat a little bit.
Here we go.
I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna eat honey. And
What about straight vegetarianism and not veganism?
Vegetarian is not good for you.
Really?
Vegetarian is not good for you.
What's the drawback?
The drawback is that you can still eat cheese.
Yeah, some cheese is bad.
So I'm saying F cheese, milk. He needs some milk. Oh, somebody. I'm saying F cheese, F milk. I'm still messing with you, honey, though. I gotta mess with the honey.
Yeah, I mess with my honey. Shout out to my honey.
What kind of honey do you use?
Organic.
You use organic?
It comes in a shape of a bear.
God
bless you.
You get a mobile beehive.
Yeah.
You put it outside your window.
Bees will come flying in.
Yo, being sick sucks, man.
Yeah.
I hate being sick. I feel like I sound like Ice-T from Law and Order. 2 people got shot. I don't know what happened. Hey, what's next on your list? Let's talk about.
Take a look.
What role do video games have in your life?
This is a good question. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Shout out to my gamers. Shout out to my slouch back, my Twitch streamers.
Greater Glory NYC on Xbox.
Yep.
Xbox Live. If you're trying to get done up on 2K.
Ooh, trying to get dropped off.
Or you're trying to get moshed up on Madden.
Do you know Flight Reacts?
Who?
Flight Reacts.
Flight Reacts. Is that a sneaker company?
A who? He's
tennis shoe company.
Have you ever heard someone call sneakers tennis shoes?
Yeah,
that's fucked
up. They do that in Tennessee.
That's
where the tennis.
Shame on you. Shame
why?
On you,
but why?
I don't know. It's just because they're not. I don't use them for tennis.
But you could use it for tennis.
I could.
So there it is.
But it's not always. I could never.
Okay,
use
but what
tennis.
should you call them?
Sneakers.
Okay, but where are you sneaking off to?
I'm sneaking around. I sneak around. Look.
But see how like the verbiage, like either, you definitely get hit with a shotgun if you try to burglarize. Yeah, so there's no sneakering. There's no sneakering. You're not a sneaker, so why are you wearing sneakers? They should just be called functional shoes. But they're not. These are Nikes. Those are Converses. That's the name of the shoe. That's the name that it was given. So you should call it.
But what if I never play tennis?
You've never played tennis?
I've played tennis.
Okay, so why are you lying?
No, I'm saying if I couldn't call them tennis
question.
shoes. What's the question?
What role do video games have in your life?
Video games. Let's just address this tennis. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Okay, tennis shoes. Pros and cons. Go.
I don't play tennis. They're not tennis shoes.
Okay. So those sound like cons. Okay.
Yeah.
What are pros?
None. 2 words. That's a con. Longer to say. Just lamer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those sound like cons too. I don't think cons. You know what pros are.
No pros to tennis shoes. They're sneakers. Kicks.
But who are you kicking?
I don't have to.
Then why are they all verbs? Sneakers.
Sneakers can be.
Kicks.
I sneak every day.
You don't.
They're
sneak
always
every
sneaking.
Every time you go somewhere,
I sneak more than I play
somebody
tennis.
knows where you're going. Every day.
You know who?
Who?
Edward Snowden.
Ooh, Big Brother. They're watching. Okay.
All right.
How about the next question? Best era of music.
Wait, we didn't. Video games got overtook by
Capcom.
Okay, I like that. Capcom's great. They make good games. Street Fighter. This
Are you kidding?
I've been thinking about this a lot. What video games play?
Tiger uppercut.
You win.
Perfect.
What role do video games play in your life?
Oh, in my life? Can I answer the question?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is... What role do video games play in your life?
Oh, wow, that's cool. Wow, that's interesting. Wow.
We're listening. Video games feel...
Do you think there's too much?
Too much video games?
Yeah.
Like, too much in the industry? Like, the industry's too
No,
big?
do you think there's
too many?
No. Do you think there could be too much video game play?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
You think that could mess with us mentally?
For sure. Yeah, it's like video game addiction is...
Ooh, video game addiction.
World of Warcraft.
Dude, I called off work because I just got... Remember you told me to get Witcher?
Yeah.
The first day I played it, I called out.
Yeah, there you go.
I called out because I was... Yeah.
So, like, one core component of video game addiction is its ability to impede normal functioning,
right,
and like work. And
I think that's
responsibilities.
Addiction. That's addiction in general, right? Like
yep.
when it supersedes
responsibilities.
Your responsibility.
Yeah, that's like one of the core terms, as defined in the Diagnostic Statistical Manual. Shout out to my psych majors.
Diagnostic and what? This dude is spitting out words that you gotta highlight yellow in the textbook.
They come up with red squiggles.
Dude, those are the gays. Or those are the days. I almost said
red
gays.
Those are the gays.
Shout out to all the gays.
Shout out to the gays. Shout out to our
I mess with y'all, man.
community. Yeah.
I'm trying to have more like LGBTQI friends.
Ooh, intersex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really try to, because I'm very ignorant. I am ignorant. And that is a good thing, because you can't know everything. And the more you know, the more you don't know. Right?
Yeah.
The more you know,
I just saw that today.
It opens up more possibilities for you to learn. Right?
Right.
So
you have to be ignorant on some things.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You can have a PhD in literally every major that was ever made in college,
and you wouldn't
still be.
You wouldn't know.
You'd probably be more ignorant.
You wouldn't know where the clitoris is.
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of that, I'm trying to get more LGBTQI friends.
Plus.
Plus.
Anyone that's in the plus. This is an interesting.
What are some that are in the plus?
Yeah, this is an interesting. A is one, which is asexual.
Asexual, okay.
And
I thought asexual means you could give birth without procreating. I thought that was asexual. Like animals that are asexual means that you could give birth.
Seahorses,
sponges.
Well, at least for humans, I notice.
So
no attraction? So it'd be like the opposite of being like a pansexual, where pansexual is even attracted to, if you're a transgendered man, you're still attracted to you're attracted to gay men, straight men, transgendered gay men, transgendered straight, everything.
But this all has to do with humans, right?
The criteria?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So you can't be attracted to animals, or
what
you can't be attracted to.
Now, do you think we'll get to an acceptance of that? That's a very progressive idea.
Because furries,
who identify as whatever, yeah.
The fact that
this is what conservatives fight against.
The fact that your significant other, the fact that she wears leopard or he wears leopard turns you on.
Yeah. And it's like an animalistic.
Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah. There's discussion within the gay community. I do not represent anyone. Leave a comment if I represent you, because I'm your attorney. Let's just move on. What role do video games play in your life? I think I want to play. I love video games, but I think there's an expectation. I used to have an expectation when I was younger that video games would make me happy. They would fulfill me, and there was I was trying to make it fit something that it didn't. I was trying to make it a social thing, or a fulfilling thing in terms of competition or achievement, and that's not there for me anymore. Or I've realized that video games don't do that. Yeah. I think that's a healthy. When I play games, it's fun and I love it. I'm playing God of War right now, PS4. I gotta add you.
Add me how?
On PSN. Oh, you're on Xbox. Let's start a console war.
I mean, we both have a computer.
This is true.
I've been playing this game.
I didn't know you were on Steam.
Yeah, I've been playing this game called Project Hospital. Have you played it?
No.
Have you heard about it?
No.
So it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, except hospital, and it's like very realistic.
Detailed, yeah.
Like the diseases are real. Like you have to like manage the hospital. You have to like diagnose people. So I've been like a lot of the stuff like I've been doing on the game. Like I'm also like looking up stuff on WebMD to like try to.
Oh wow!
So it's like very like intrinsic, and intricate.
Being sick sucks.
Yeah.
Being sick's the worst.
Yeah. Have you ever been sick? Like, have you ever been sick? What's it feel like?
Sick in the head.
Sick in the head.
Sicko mode. I've been in sicko
I'm on sicko mode. Shout out to Drake, Travis Scott. How about the show?
Shout out to Drake.
Yeah.
He went on, where did he go recently? And he started talking about his Pusha T beef.
Oh,
and,
Rap Radar.
He brought it back up. Was that right? Okay. He brought it back up. Shout out to Eminem and Nick Cannon.
Who won that?
No one.
You don't think M won?
I actually thought Nick Cannon.
You think M won because he didn't clap back?
No. I think they both are just doing dumb shit.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, they both got mortgages. But Nick?
Yeah, Eminem's hurting for money.
You don't think he is?
I don't think so. I mean, 2 daughters. Who knows? They need allowance.
Reese's Piece and Bars.
That's their names.
Yeah, they're probably named after candy too. How long does this have to be? Your thing is already stopped. Your little video.
No, it's going.
No, the video part.
Yeah, the video's never on.
Oh. Can I ask one of these questions?
Yeah, of course.
Jeez Louise. What do you think about the saying, you think you're all that in a bag of chips?
Every time I hear that, it makes me laugh.
Yo, can I tell you about Uncut Gems and why I didn't like it?
Yeah, I'm curious.
I didn't like Uncut Gems.
Mm-hmm. I loved it.
I was sitting in the theater with one of my gal pals. Shout out to gal pal that I was sitting with in the theater with, and
that was me, by the way.
Huh? And she gave it a 5 out of 10. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
That's it's above average.
It's not passing though.
Not passing, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A 60.
A 60.
Not a 6.5, yeah.
A 60, yeah. I mean,
yeah, what?
I just thought it was too Tarantino. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It had like that style of...
It had that style.
Didn't it? Not a lot of violence. No spoilers.
There was a lot of violence?
There wasn't. But, I mean, Tarantino films are usually super bloody. There's some violence.
Yeah, there's some violence.
Yeah. There's some aggression.
Yeah, aggression.
There's a lot of aggression. It's yeah.
Pulp Fiction didn't have a lot of violence, did it? Besides the getting
diner
shot.
scene.
Oh, the diner scene.
The fucking...
Wait, who got...
Plus the scene in the beginning.
What's in the beginning?
Well, they were talking about eating pussy in the hallway. Sorry. And they go in and they shoot the guy. It's like the first scene.
Is this when they're in the apartment with dude?
Yeah. He goes, I don't remember asking you a damn thing, John Marston.
But what? John Marston.
I should have left you for the wolves.
Oh my gosh.
Should have left you up in the Alps.
Shout out to Red Dead Redemption 2, man.
This podcast is sponsored by Rockstar Games, specifically Red Dead Redemption 2.
Let me get that first copy of GTA 6 though.
Ultimate Edition.
Ultimate Bundle. I need that bundle cheese, man.
I'm trying to play Five Finger Fillet on 4K with HDR on.
Ooh, have you ever filleted one of your fingers?
Not in real life.
What is this question that you have about transactional versus interactional?
Yeah, the concept of transactional relationships versus interactional.
Yeah.
So transactional are like you're always looking to like get a equal pay, like cost benefit hanging out with someone or like being with someone. So like an ultimate transactional relationship would be like having a personal trainer. Like you literally pay them for them to do something for you. But you can also have that like in just like a friendship. Like if you have a friend like you expect, like if they pay for you or something, or like that you hang out with them at their house, a transactional relationship would be like, or like a high level one would be like you expect them now to like pay you back in some way. Yeah. So like interactional would just be like it's just more free flowing. It's less expectation. Yeah. So I think and I think there's a lot.
Have you had a lot of transactional relationships?
When I growing up in Connecticut, I think there's high levels of transactional relationship where like when you hang out with someone, you expect there's almost like an underlying like I want you to do something for me.
Now does that have anything to do with like relationships that are conditional versus unconditional?
For sure. Like romantically, yeah. Like if you have a transactionally romantic relationship, it's really damaging. Mostly transactional relationships, unless there really is a money service distribution, like passing of goods.
Like you and Habibi.
Yeah, exactly. That's clean. Like people are attracted to transactional relationships that are because they're clean. They're like you do something for me, I do something for you, and it's like it feels right and it feels equal or whatever. But it can become damaging because you're not like you're just putting an expectation. Like you're not free flowing. Like you're not actually being like emotional or different because everyone's different. Everyone wants different things.
I think if expectations are agreed on both ends, I think it's healthy, right?
Right. That can be.
Not if their expectations don't line up, I think that's what's unhealthy.
It's like a lot of friends with benefits can become. It starts off as interactional or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Because as a friend, like you still love that person, you know. But not romantically, but you love you're using it as a way to get fulfillment in other ways too. But then what usually happens is because we're human beings that function emotionally as well. Our emotions get in the way. It's not really getting in the way, but it's like
they're present, yeah.
Yeah, they're present.
Yeah.
And like for the most part, whenever I've been in situations where, because there's different ways. I think there's different ways to fulfill arousal. I think there's sexual arousal. There's emotional arousal. So it's like, for me, I've definitely had. I haven't had sex in a really long time. I just want to put that out there. But I think I've definitely have had emotional orgasms, right? From people that I don't know what I'm saying.
That's going to be the title of the episode.
We've been talking a lot, man. I feel like I'm rambling.
So you mean like you fulfilled emotionally?
I emotionally nutted.
Yeah. That's really sweet. I think that's really sweet. Like
yeah. Have you ever just emotionally nutted? Like endorphins releasing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just, damn, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hanging out. Yeah.
Hanging out, yeah.
After hanging out, yeah, you're like, hell yeah, I feel great. Remember we talked once about, do you feel energized after hanging out? Like, you could
sometimes, but not all the time. Not all the time.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Mm.
You?
Usually. But it depends.
I think it has to be a healthy amount.
Yeah.
Quality and quantity.
Yeah.
It's just like you when you do the edibles, you know.
Right. Yeah, you gotta moderate it.
If you don't do enough, then it's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
If you do too much, then it's like, oh So
try to emotionally nut more. If there's one takeaway from all of this, everything we've said today and tonight, try to nut emotionally as much as you can. Or as much as you want to.
No, don't do that, because the more you emotionally nut, the more likely you're gonna be insensitive to it. Not insensitive, but insatiable?
Tolerance.
Yeah, your tolerance is gonna be.
Well, as much as moderate. Use wisely.
I would say nut every 3 days, emotionally. Between those, don't feel anything. That's my
emotions.
That's my weekly exercise.
We have 15 minutes.
Where are you gonna edit this?
In my room.
Really? You gonna put it on YouTube?
I could.
Okay. I'm down with that as long as you tag me.
Should I tag him?
Tag it.
Leave a comment on YouTube if I should upload this to YouTube.
I have this guy on Instagram from Somalia or whatever. He's not a general wishing for a cash advance, but he keeps messaging me. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Just looking for that.
I am doing great. Because to me, it's like, I feel like I'm not trying to be fake, but at the same time, it's like...
You know what he's implying.
No. At the same time, it's like, me being sick is nothing on him in Somalia. You know what I mean?
If he's real. If he really is in Somalia. Right? Because he could be duping you.
No, he posts pictures.
Oh. With geotags?
Yeah.
Like, living the pirate life?
I don't know. He's like a kid.
Oh, man.
He's maybe like 15, 16.
Oh, man. Yeah. So you think he's reaching out for a visa?
He don't get no visa for me. I got MasterCard. He got Venmo. I'll Venmo him $10 little. You know what I'm saying?
Kenny does. He comes through.
I'm here for the kids, man.
Yep.
Y'all trying to get me caught up in the
Somalians.
And a Somalian pirate cat crunch Headass. Did you already expendage all of your questions?
No.
What's one more question that you can ask each other?
What's something that... Oh, I got a saucy one.
I'm saucy on you.
Shout out to McConan, man.
Saucy on you.
I don't even know if that's McConan. Who is that?
I thought it was Post Malone.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's like his biggest hit.
No, that's oh, is that White Iverson?
Probably.
That sounds like White Iverson.
But they say Vince Staples once said, Shout out to Vince for watching this.
No, I don't like Vince, but continue.
Why? That's better than what I was gonna say.
No.
Shout out to Vince. What's something that we dislike about each other? And then a follow up question to that.
Oh, okay. What's something I dislike about you or me?
About me, something I dislike about you.
Am I going first?
I'll start and say I hate that you're late a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I hate. I dislike.
What have I been late to? This?
Literally last week to your birthday.
Bro, okay, but there's a rule that you don't show up on time to your own birthday party.
How about there was a time that you were coming to my apartment.
Okay.
And I think you said you were like, I'll be there in an hour. Turned into like 3 hours. I don't know. That's my one example. Hebs.
Just Hebs. Wait, I was late at Hebs?
Were you a lot?
Oh yeah. I never came in. I think I had to be there. What time? 8 o'clock.
Well, and then another time we went.
I was there at like 8:45.
Because
I knew Jockey had my back. Oh
yeah.
shit.
We'll bleep that. We'll bleep it out.
I know Jay had my back, and I know C was gonna get really good.
Face of a nickel, head ass.
Joe Paul Bunyan, Blue Ox, look at that.
Go home.
Go home.
Go sleep on your couch.
Quit groping on girls at Q3 events.
Tidy whities.
Tool head ass.
Fucking.
Tool head. Hey, they're hosted at Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
Tool.
Yep.
They coming back, man.
Fear inoculum.
All the dads with the Air Monarchs are gonna come out. Oh my gosh. So what is something that I dislike about you?
There was also a time at Sylvia's, another time at Sylvia's where it was just you and I, and you relate to that.
No.
Yes.
No.
I remember sitting there and waiting.
Oh. But I wasn't like, I wasn't late. There wasn't a time.
There was a time.
Oh.
That's it. That's all I dislike about you.
That I'm never on time.
And I get it because I suck at time management.
Wow! Now you say I can't even manage my time.
I just said that I don't, and I'm late to places.
First of all, who in New York City is on late to things or is on time to things?
Well, you don't live in New York City.
Yeah, but I did then.
Yeah. Well, based on the examples.
Oh, the latest Sylvia's
twice.
Today.
You weren't late that bad. Today.
I had to go pee. And then I was here already, but I had to go pee.
And to be fair, I was also late.
Yeah, your ass was late too. I was waiting in the lobby for you for a minute. And then I walked up to dude and I said, Adam. And he said, oh, yeah, room 4.
He was like speaking.
And then I walked in and you were in here.
Setting up. Because I was late.
Ah, man.
See that guy?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't have anything that I hate about you.
Dislike.
Or that I dislike
hate.
About you.
Yeah. Hate that's toxic.
Okay. Dislike.
Semantics. You know what I mean.
I guess one thing that I dislike about you is that you have this Adderall mode about you. Where it's like, shut up, I'm busy, I can't do anything. Go away.
Yeah.
You have
I get in bad moods.
Yeah, you got mood swings.
Yeah.
And it's like unpredictable, so but that's really it. I mean, I be on that sometimes too, where it's just like at work, I got people that like want to joke around, want to hang out and stuff, and I just be like, bro, like I'm trying to do something.
Yeah. Well,
and I
especially...
tolerated it for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but then I'm just like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Well, I was stressed out in that job. I was very stressed out.
You were not stressed out, bro. There's no way. Are you stressed out in your job now?
Not as much.
Okay. Why? Because you have more help?
It's just not as demanding.
Like orders and stuff?
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Less orders.
Less orders?
More do what you want.
Do DIY. Wow.
Okay, so the follow-up question is, what's something we love about each other?
What's something that we love? What do you love?
I you know what I love about you is your...
Why do you get to go first?
Okay.
Oh, go.
I love your like uncompromising character. Like, I think you can like shine. Like you could just be like cool and like, I don't know, just like comfortable and like happy. Like, be yourself. Like, be unapologetically yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that about you.
I like that, wait, we're saying love? Well, how come we didn't say hate?
I don't want to make it so spicy.
Why can't we do like?
We'll do like. All right, what do I like about you?
So you don't love it, you like it.
I like your willingness to share your Patagonia discount.
Oh,
That's a nice thing to do.
what discount though?
What?
Huh? Oh, I gotta hit up. Shout out to Patagonia, bro.
Shout out to Patagonia, great brand.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I stopped wearing. Actually, my jacket's Patagonia, but I stopped wearing Patagonia because y'all be on that BS with that fashion stuff, man. Y'all keep recycling the same stuff every year. Come out with new stuff. Come out with new concepts. You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of people want those retro X vests with the Sherpa and all that stuff. But come out with new stuff, man. I went to the store last week. So I used to work. So Adam was referring to a Patagonia discount. I used to work at Patagonia like 3-4 years ago.
Matt Earl sweatshirt.
Hot in a mother.
Tebe. Shout out to Tebe.
My boy said he met Andre 3 Stacks.
Wow. That's great. He's a legend.
He's a legend, man. But I went to the store 2 days ago. Y'all had the same stuff in the store when I was working there. Who does that?
It was also probably like $250. I mean, it's so expensive. Patagonia's expensive. I think their clothes are great, but
that guarantee is crazy. Their guarantee is like
what is it? Just like Lifetime?
It's Lifetime, bro. People go in there with ripped jackets from like the 1980s.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we can't replace it. We'll just give you a brand new jacket. What store does that?
Yeah. Besides,
shout out to Patagonia, man. Yeah. But yeah, if there was one thing that I disliked about y'all, is that you guys. You know what? One thing that I like about you is that even though we don't talk a lot, whenever we do chop it up, it's always like it just feels like it was yesterday. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
Natural.
Yeah. It's very natural. Chopping it up with you.
Chopped cheese.
Hopefully we'll be friends forever, man.
I think so.
Yeah. There's a couple of close calls. You don't remember?
No.
You don't remember, bro?
No. Close calls. I don't. That we were like really upset with one another, or I was upset with you?
You were upset with me. I don't think I've ever been highly upset at you.
Was it right before you left? Oh, I wasn't that upset.
Oh, really? See, when you're a little bit upset, I think like you're here, and I think you're like over here. Because you're like very stern when you're upset. You're like David Stern. You know, he just died.
No way.
David Stern, yeah.
Today?
No, like maybe this past weekend. Sunday, yeah.
What?
Or no, I think it might have been the first. Yeah, he passed away. David Stern, old.
Oh. Yeah.
What?
The NBA commissioner.
What did you tell I was talking about?
Fucking the legendary radio host, David Howard Stern.
Oh my gosh, what?
Shout out to Howard Stern.
Howie!
It's probably the reason that we're doing this, indirectly. Shout out to David Stern. He gave us the golden age of the NBA.
False. That dude was horrible. He made everyone wear 4X suits. And
He wasn't in charge of...
He was in charge.
He was in charge of fashion.
He made that a thing. He made Allen Iverson quit
Right.
wearing the
He
do-rags.
couldn't... Yeah. And AI still...
And
he got away with it by wearing just like a jacket,
like
a t-shirt.
Like there
underneath.
were like two seasons that like they were, what's it called? Lockouts. There's 2 lockout seasons.
He did have
that
2
dude was
lockouts.
horrible. Then they brought in that what's the ferret from Kim Possible? The little ferret. What's the new dude? Adam Silver. That dude looks sick.
Well, he's also like 6'8". Alien.
He's 6'8" and he looks
Tall, man.
sick. He looks super sick, bro.
That boy's
That dude looks like
six,
a Make-A-Wish. I told you about my time at when I was at Disneyland.
No.
I went to Disneyland in California, and it was nothing but like cancer kids right there, man. It was so sad.
Yeah. Never been to a Disney affiliated park, and I never will.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, that's also big. That's big corporate. That's big capitalism, you know?
Oh, okay, so you'll take the MTA, but you won't go to Disney World.
I gotta take the MTA.
No, you don't. You can Uber everywhere.
Like a bike.
Uber is
I mean,
big corporate too.
I certainly have problems with
You
MTA.
can bike.
I like MTA. I mean, the difference between Disney
What's the difference?
and a public.
You don't think they'll come out with an MTA Plus? Disney Plus and Thrust?
You could stream on the train.
Yeah.
VIP seating
VIP seating, first class.
for the high class.
First class.
They already have that. It's called Uber.
No, it's called Long Island Railroad, Metro North.
The lure.
$8.
LIRR.
Seal. Yo, did we talk about the war?
Iran? In the very beginning.
Would you go?
If I was drafted, I had to.
Where I can't go. I'm asthmatic. And I'm fat as shit.
We do a physical.
Yeah, man.
I would, I think we're past, isn't it like 25 and younger? Like,
Oh,
I don't know.
How old are you? 20?
27.
You're the same age?
Yeah, we're the same age. Your birthday was December. You're 3 years younger than me. Or 3 months.
Oh. So you're
We're
about
the
to
same.
turn.
No, I just turned 27 in September.
Oh. Wow, that's crazy. We're the same age.
Yeah, we have them.
Wow, I didn't know that. We're very different mature laws, man. That's crazy.
Do you think?
5 minutes.
Thanks.
5 minutes.
That was actually my ex.
Your ex.
You think we're different in maturity? like who? This is a social dominance orientation. The inequality.
I'm definitely
maturity.
more socially dominant than you are.
Probably.
By far.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm much more. I would say lax to a fault. I would say as much like I should be more.
You know why? Why do you say should?
Because I think it would make me happier. I think that's
fulfillment.
Not like should like I should so like
You
culturally.
think you'd be more fulfilled?
I think so. If I was more like open and like, yeah, I express
think you
myself
would.
more. You don't think so?
No,
All right.
I don't think you
Well,
would.
yeah. How come?
Because I feel like you be chasing a ghost that's out there.
I think more than I am now. I think I'm too, like, I don't know. I'm too go with the flow sometimes. I would say, to the point where I'm like, all right, now I'm annoyed or whatever. I should speak my mind more. Yeah. I worked this out in therapy.
Leave it in the
Leave a comment.
Comment in the comment section.
Yeah.
Should Adam go out and talk to people?
Yeah. Be more socially dominant.
Dude, I want you to vlog. No, dude, you gotta vlog.
I would probably like doing that.
You're gonna vlog every Saturday.
Updating my fans.
Cause you're never on IG, you're never on...
Yeah. I'm a quality over quantity guy. Like, I just want... If I put something out, like, I really want it to be something I like. Which I have a high standard.
Very egotistical that you think...
Really?
You think the quality of something that you put out is high?
Well, to me, like, I want it to be...
you.
Yeah, I don't... I think what I
but
put
you
out
don't
is
think
a lot
it's
of...
like a...
There's a lot of
beauty,
trash.
Is in the eye of the beholder, not in the eye of... The eye of the tiger! Alright. So we still gotta...
He is ending the... This has been... Let's sign off. Let's properly sign off. We've been instructed. We've been summoned.
Hi, my name is Kenny.
That's Kenny. I'm Adam, and this has been Headass.
Headass.
Don't be a headass, or be a headass, whatever you want.
Yeah, be a headass, man. We're headasses.
Be a headass forever.
What do we drop in the next one?
I don't know. I won't see you again for... Yeah, I was just thinking about that this will be... Yeah, it would be the last time I see you for a while. We'll see each other for a while. Yeah.
You don't think we could do? You don't think there's a way
we could do Skype or like whatever. Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. You just gotta text me what stuff that I need.
Yeah, I would need a webcam. I need a webcam. That's
you
all.
Can't do it on your brand new laptop. I've been trying to get one of those. This is expensive.
It's expensive.
You financing?
No, this is work. That's all work.
That's your work laptop?
Yep. They do. It's a nice job.
Damn, and you got a desktop?
No, it's all that.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, so you don't have the double monitor?
I do have 2 monitors, but it's just plugged in all through this trusty device.
Dude, you gotta get out of here, bro.
Shout out to Headass. Shout out to David Stern. He died in Manhattan of a hemorrhagic stroke. Shout out to Larry O'Brien.
That dude was fucking around at Sylvia's, bro. Had him chicken and waffles. I want what all the basketball players are eating.